Hello, my name is DeYoung. I'm a junior at Barnard College, and for my spring semester, I decided to study abroad in Florence, Italy, through Syracuse University's program in Florence. And when I arrived, I wanted to have a very unique experience here, and so I decided to take two courses offered through the University of Florence. One course that I took was a direct placement course at the University of Florence that is taught in Italian by an Italian professor at the University of Florence campus. And when I first arrived and I heard about this option of being able to take a class with all other Italian students, an Italian professor that was taught in Italian, at first I was very intimidated because I thought that my language level wasn't high enough to handle the course or do the readings in Italian. But I decided that I wanted to have a very different experience from most other students studying abroad in Florence, and I thought that it would be worth it to make the effort and do the direct placement course so I could have a very Italian experience and be around other Italian students and see how an Italian university functions. And for students who have been studying Italian for a while and want to bring their language skills to the next level, I highly recommend taking a direct placement course in Italian at the University of Florence. Because when you as a student are around native Italian speakers, they speak very differently from Americans who are just learning how to speak Italian. And for me, I think part of the reason that my Italian has improved so much this semester is because I pushed myself to take the course at the University of Florence. And slowly I found that at the beginning it was very difficult to understand everything the professor was saying, but more and more I could understand what was happening during the lectures and the readings became easier. And I think it's been an invaluable experience to improve my language skills and also learn how an Italian university functions and meet different people that I wouldn't have met if I had stayed only at the Syracuse Center. And for people who are considering taking the class but are a little intimidated, you shouldn't worry because Syracuse will provide you with a tutor. My tutor is fabulous, and also not only does he help me with the course, which helps me with my fears about having to do the oral exam in Italian, being able to speak one-on-one with the tutor for an additional 2 hours every week also really helps me with my language skills, because it's an opportunity to have a conversation about something that maybe you wouldn't usually be discussing in a normal conversation. So you may find that you become very good at talking about the weather or your family or how your classes are going, but if you want to discuss, say, the various battles of World War II in Italian, this is something that's a bit more difficult, and having that extra practice time every week not only helps with the course, but helps with your language skills as well. I also decided to attend a course that's a very special course for the purpose of cultural exchange that's offered at the Syracuse Center. The course is a University of Florence course, so it has an Italian professor, and about half the students in the class are Italian students, but because the course is this special course, it's offered at the Syracuse Center in English during Syracuse's, on the same academic calendar as Syracuse. And for students who really want to go out of their comfort zone and meet other Italian students and hear different perspectives from Italian students, but maybe they haven't been studying Italian for very long, this is a really good option. Because if you're a beginner Italian language student, you don't have to take a lot of courses in the Italian language to meet other Italians. This course is wonderful because you will have the opportunity to meet young Italian people and talk with them about very current and pressing problems facing us in our generation, but in English. And I think this also really added to my experience of being able to meet different Italian students and hear their perspectives on what we were talking about in class, because their opinions were often very different from the mindset of my American colleagues. Molti auguri per il vostro semestre a Firenze. Arrivederci.